Hello, I am Johnny Lovett, a university student, entrepreneur, and student leader for Young Illinois Saves. Saving is an important issue for young adults and college students. The number one reason students drop out of college is financial pressure. This is understandable given that 7 out of 10 people do not have enough emergency savings. Join us as several real college students share their stories of financial success and challenges.
A couple of my major economic challenges here have been, the first one was I received my first refund check my freshman year, and it was quite a few thousands of dollars, several, and I had trouble managing it. You know, I was 18 and I had about $6,000 or $7,000 at my expense, and I wasted a lot of it. One thing that is important to remember is that your expenses will come day by day, week by week, month by month. And if you have that large sum of money, just to manage it and keep your priorities straight. One problem that I do have now, and I've had throughout my course here, is that I drive to class every day. And driving to class, you have to pay for gas, even when gas was over $4 a gallon. That's went down a little bit now, but you're still paying a lot of money for gas every week. You know, you're paying to get your oil changed. You're paying for emergency. You know, let's take your tire goes flat. And the biggest thing is paying for the parking meters. You know, and then you'll have those days, you know, when you rush to class and you're late and you forget to pay, or you just don't have the change to pay, and you get a parking ticket. So those are kind of expenses that can be eliminated, you know, by better management and planning, budgeting, writing things down. And I think over the years I've learned how to do that.
One of the things that I've done to make me successful with my finances is setting up automatic investments. So each month I have a certain amount going from my checking into my savings, and also a certain amount going into my investments. So at the beginning of each month I have, you know, a certain amount that I feel comfortable with going into my savings, so I don't have to worry about it. And then also in the middle of each month I have another amount that is set up to go into my mutual funds. So that's just something that I've done that's easy for me, and that I've been able to do just to help me plan for all those future expenses. And it, you know, it takes the worry out of it, and then I don't have to think about it anymore.
When I was a freshman, my dad told me that I should start saving my money because it was the thing to do. Saving money is like smart for your future. I never really believed him, but I did it anyways. So I put around $75. I had my checking account attached to my savings account, about $75 each month went over. And then it was last year that I actually needed it. I was driving back from winter break, and I hit a pothole. And it cost me about $500 in damages to my car. So thank God my dad told me as a freshman to save money, because I had a credit card, and at the time that's all I could use because that's all I had on me, because everything else was my savings. But it helped to have the savings, because when the credit card bill came, I just took out my money from my savings and paid off my credit card bill completely, so I'm not in any debt. And I thank my dad for telling me to save my money, because everything worked out.
The problem that I encountered here while on campus was that I didn't expect it to happen, but about a month or 2 months ago, a month and a half actually, I had a problem with my teeth, and I had to put braces. So I came to see a local doctor, and he told me that it's going to be this and that time to take. It's going to take a lot of time, and it's going to be a lot of money. And this money I didn't calculate and I didn't factor it in all the money that I saved before and the money that I brought here. So what happened is that I had a shortfall. So I was missing about $2,500 to start and complete the orthodontic treatment that I'm actually going through right now. So I pretty much, from my experience, I saw these things. I mean, I knew that those things could happen, and I had some money saved in advance in a different account in Israel. Now, the reason that I did that, and I didn't pretty much just came with the $15,000 for those semesters, was because of a previous experience that I had. See, before I came here and before I started actually studying, I did some travel in Latin America, in other places, and there was a saying that all the time, no matter what you do, you always have to keep $500 either in your shoe or either in your sock, in your socks, or wherever you can stash it. So if somebody pretty much robs you or mug you, you can always have those $500 on you as a cushion, just to help you get out of the situation. And traveling aside and school aside, I had set about $4,000 in a different bank account in Israel, especially for the situations that I might encounter, like any predicament that I might go through, exactly like I'm having here right now with my teeth. So I saw these things in advance, and after the doctor told me that it's going to be $2,500, $2,600, I knew that I did wisely, that I put aside those $4,000 in Israel in a different bank account, and I didn't have a problem to pay this money to the doctor and pretty much start and continue my orthodontic treatment. This is my story, and I hope you had a good lesson from that. That you don't always need to save money up to a point where you think it's going to be enough, but put even more aside, about 5 or 10%, because you will always need it.